We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete here.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th down.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Golden Tate. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
At their own.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
45 to the mark.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
45, 45. Mike, 45.
Now a first carry for Dion Lewis. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 40.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. You hold this. 45 to Mike, 45.
From the gun, Jones. He completes it to Tate. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like
yeah,
that?
yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
3-yard line.
2nd and 9.
Check back. 45, 45. Mike, 45. Yeah. You don't want none.
Operating from the gun, Jones eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jones. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
In a 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Buccaneers will take over at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down. Tom Brady, of course, a member of the Bucs now, but it was these Giants who were his Super Bowl nemesis. Twice they were able to take down Brady's Pats in Super Bowls 42 and 46. Jones with a first down carry, and he's going to wind up losing a couple as he stopped behind the line.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
30-yard line, 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Brady. And he finds Howard complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They begin things in much better field position than their opening drive as they come up 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jared Norris leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Operating from the gun. Jones going underneath for Lewis. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
From the gun, Brady. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And this is caught by Evans. Mike Evans. He's going to go. The 20. 10.
I'm the best in the
touchdown,
game. I'm the best.
Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. 85 yards. And the Bucs have taken a 1st quarter lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
The kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Jones now on first down. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
45 to Mike.
Operating from the gun, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Gallman. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 39, Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate. Touchdown, Giants. Golden Tate, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up second.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Fournette, a first down carry. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. On down. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now their defense came through with a goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left. He's got a man complete. The 40, the 30, past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll try to pound it in with Goldman. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Elijah Penny, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of it.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there.
Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jones. Flush to his right. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Sets up 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal.
A 29-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Tyler Johnson, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 22-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Now they see no sense trying to press here. They take the knee and going to get this one into the locker room. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And they're going jet sweep. Here's Tate. A quick feed from Tate. Space to maneuver at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. This is intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and he'll take it across midfield, and And down to the 48-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made by Marcus Golden. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He completes it to Evans. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Brady going to go on 4th down. Airing this one out for Evans. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
The score, Giants 17, Buccaneers 14. Bradley Pinion to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jared Norris able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Jones. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Many times the mindset of a play caller after a quarterback's thrown an interception on the previous drive is to come right back and give them a throw to get their confidence back. Give them something easy, get a completion, kind of get them settled again. Instead, this ball was tipped in the air and almost turned into an interception. Offense trying to make a big play, defense trying to make a big play, turned into an incompletion. So now maybe they can back off a little bit, try to relax him, and get him something that'll work.
1st and 10.
11 yards there, 1st down. Couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. The draw play here, Lewis. They find some open field here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He's 12 yards that time, and a first story now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, Jones. It's caught by Coleman. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Coleman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards.
Tampa Bay.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's 2nd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing again. Brady. That's caught by Howard. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Here's Brady to throw. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Giants 24, Buccaneers 21. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, Jones. Complete. This is Lewis. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking deep downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Again, it's Jones. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Brady now on 1st down. Caught by Jones. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
The Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. Brady on target there to Godwin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Gain of 9. Brings up second and
That
1.
last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A give to Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
22-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Brady's throw complete there to Evans. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Complete to Jones. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A handoff to Fournette. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And goal at the 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Giants 24. Bradley Pinion to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Jones going underneath for Lewis. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll He'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Throwing Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Levine Toilolo. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. Now Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Gain of 10.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
A few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. Jones with a nice gain there on first down as he takes his forward and call it a pickup of 6.
Down at the 41.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Brady. And he'll let one go deep for Howard. And this is caught at the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field.
A gain of
It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. And even 40 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Great job, Brandon. This is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They'll stay with Lewis here on first down. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Lewis, the ball carrier.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Tate. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. Got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
A few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. And Brady's throw there incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that will be incomplete. There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Now Lewis here on 1st down. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Again, it's Lewis. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Lewis, the
Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Here's
Gallman. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Giants, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.